We're talking about Terrifier 3, written and directed by Damien Leone. This little indie horror that could is now atop the box office, has dethroned Joker, Foiladou, which you and I both seen, and let's be honest, like I don't think they were interested in the number one spot of the box office. The way they put that film together, that's a topic for another day. But the fact of the matter is that that was a massive film with massive like reach, and this little indie that could, this really fringe horror movie that is Terrifier 3, is atop the box office. This isn't Scream 3. This isn't Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. This isn't a Friday the 13th reboot that is going to, blow the box office out of the water. This is a little indie, Damon, that through word of mouth and through a very rabid fan base has grown to become the number one movie in America. It's not a little thing, it's a big thing.
The last movie, as I mentioned in the intro, earned just a little over $17 million, or was it 50? It was a $15 million. $15 million on a $250,000 budget, which is a massive win for Terrifier 2. It was crowdfunded. Remember, that's how he made that movie. It was crowdfunded to make Terrifier 2, and it just blew up. And when you say $15 million, yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot of money compared to Deadpool and Wolverine, but for a movie that cost $250,000 to make, that's a massive win. For this movie to open at $18.3 million on an opening weekend, and again, I know that's, Smile 2 comes out soon. That's going to crush at the box office. I'm sure that's going to do, 30 million opening weekend. But that's a big studio picture. That's Paramount. That is a studio picture that had probably a $15-20 million budget. That's not really, that's what they hope to get on an opening for a movie like that. This movie, if I read correctly, had a $2 million budget. So they got a much bigger budget, 8 times as much as the last movie, but $2 million is still not a lot of money. To open at $18.3 million on opening weekend, and knowing that it's still not done, they're still going to get more money this month. They're hopefully not going to be Joker, Folie à Deux, which blew donkey chunks and dropped off 85% between opening weekend and the second weekend. Art the Clown took a machete and just hacked Joaquin Phoenix into little pieces this weekend. And for a movie of this size and scope, I don't care if you don't love Terrifier. There's people out there, I've seen plenty of reviews, people who love it, and I've seen others who say it's just not for me. And that's okay. That's what film is supposed to be. It's not for everybody. But for a film of this size to come out and last time around surprised everybody by making any money at the box office, and then to come out for part 3 and get $18 million and become number one, that is an achievement almost beyond words for a film of this size to do this. It's unheard of.